I think I became a teacher because as a young girl, I loved school. And I think that my best working role model women were teachers. And they were strong and good teachers. And I loved going to school. And I decided when I was in high school that that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to become one of them.
See, everybody always came over to our house to play, and I got to babysit, and I used to play school in my basement, and I loved kids, and I just love the background behind education, and so I've always wanted to be a teacher. Going to college, I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
When I first graduated from high school, this is not my first career. My first career, I went into horticulture. And after I got that degree, 2 years, I went into business, to a business college for 2 years. And while I was there, I got involved with their choirs and their show choirs. And the next thing I knew, I'm falling back in love with singing and with music. And it just seemed like the only way I was going to be able to do what I wanted to do was to teach. And then also maybe help the students that I have coming in and out of my room get a more of appreciation to music and a broader outlook to what music is rather than just what they listen to. That was very good. Here we go, number 7. 1, 2, measure 7. G, 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 A, G. My core teaching philosophy is that I need to reinforce what's happening in the classroom. But I try to incorporate reading, especially in my classroom, which is kind of easy. I can put the words up on a screen and we can read through them and sing them, as well as then math as well, where I can take a whole note plus a half note and turn it into a mathematic equation. I need to be able to reinforce, especially as certain students get to where they need to be as far as the standards.
So I want to make sure that you see this one concept in science from today's lesson. Now pick up a paper clip. Okay, good. So can you tell me why is it, hold on, why is it that this that is not a magnet is holding on to my paper clip? Why do you think it's holding on to the paper clip? Yeah. I try to be a teacher who kids enjoy, because I enjoy kids and I enjoy spending time with them. I like to be somebody who's positive. I like to be somebody who builds relationships with kids. I like to be somebody who knows what they're doing, so I prepare and I spend a lot of time doing that. I also like to be a teacher who kids view as fun, who looks at learning as a fun opportunity. Tell me, if I pull this away, what do you think is going to happen? Right? Okay, so let's try it. What? Isn't that bizarre?
When I say it's time to start, I'm going to just let you walk around. I just want you to look at everyone's memoir, and then I want you to find your first one that you're going to sit down at and you're going to peer review, but make sure you have your pencil with you. My basic philosophy in teaching is I believe that every child can be successful. I believe that every child can learn. I know that every student comes to school and they want to learn. And so I really focus on that a lot in my classroom and building on their strengths and making sure that their voices are heard. It's powerful and we build community within that so kids feel comfortable in the classroom, and ultimately my goal is to make them love school. What were some things that you took away after reading what your peers said? Some things that you know for next time you might need to work on? What's something that you're going to focus on next time? Ivy, what's something you're going to focus on?
Describe about how things are something.
Okay, so give like more of your internal feelings. Okay, Eric, what about you?
To use more punctuation.
Okay, Stella, what about you?
For me, being nominated for Teacher of the Year is really such an affirmation that there's another adult in this world who recognizes that I work hard and that I enjoy what I'm doing.
It was a very humbling and sort of legitimized what I do in the school, that music is appreciated by more than just me and my students, and that other people are seeing that, and they're also seeing that what I'm doing with the kids, whether it's what I actually do in the classroom or the relationship I have with them, that it's important.
It means a lot to me to have been selected, but I know that I'm not the only person that deserves to be recognized. I work with amazing educators at Edinburgh, and I've seen the time and the effort they put in inside and outside of school, and so ultimately I think it really goes to show just the work that is done in the district as a whole.